How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Wolfstalker25, and today I'm bringing you another action figure review on the new Jazwares World of Halo Mantis with EVA Spartan, or Spartan EVA, however the title is. This is price range at $39.99, and I did find this at Target last Friday. As I'm recording this, this is August 3rd, so this is a very new release. It did just get revealed like a week and a half ago, I think. So yeah, let's take a look at it really quick. I'm going to grab and pull the camera out a little bit just so you can see what we have to deal with here. And here it is. Here's the whole Mantis. This is a very large vehicle. I'll have to do an actual like height check on it at some point. But as you can see next to a basic 6-inch figure back there, he does stand a bit over it. I want to say that the Mantis is somewhere between like 13-14 inches tall, somewhere around there. I'll have to height check it again. But before we get into the Mantis, we're gonna look at the one accessory that the set comes with, and we're gonna take a look at the EVA Spartan, and then we will get to the Mantis itself and do some other comparisons. So the one accessory you get with the Mantis and the Spartan is the Halo Reach. I think this was maybe Halo Reach or Halo 4 style, like tactical shotgun. It's got just a black or a lighter gray. It's hard to tell on there. And then the really light silvery gray. And it's got a little peg hole for the back, and pretty good sculpt. I like the sculpt so far. The only problem I have with the gun is it doesn't really hold in the hands really well of the Spartan. And then we'll take a look at the Spartan himself, or herself. I think this is a male mold. We're going to do a quick height check on it, and the Spartan does stand just about little over 4.5 inches tall, or right at 4.5 inches tall, I believe. So yeah, that's pretty good. Around the same height as Chief from last time, I believe, or same height exactly. Let's look at the articulation on him. So the arms do go up that high, so almost full T-pose. He does have the arms do a 360, full 360. There's no bicep cut. It is single joint, so it does only get that far. Does have a swivel as well, and then the wrists do have a hinge and they do swivel. You only get the basic set of hands on here. The helmet can look up that far, and then it goes down that much, so not very much. Then you got the diaphragm joint, which can do pops off very easily, unfortunately. Pop that back on, and it could go forward that much and back that much. It does seem to be like in a strictly back pose, like it's really hard to get him to stay forward. I don't notice nothing in the waist. Come on, get back in there. And then the legs do go forward that much, back that much. That's as far as you're going to get them to the side. There is an upper thigh cut. Get the double jointed knees, which do go up that high and can kick his own butt. And then the legs do hinge back that much, forward that much, and then he, as always, does have ankle pivot. Very nice. Only things I would add to these 4.5 inch figures is I would add a double jointed elbow, and maybe if they could get a bicep cut on there, I'm sure they could. I don't see why they couldn't. I mean, more range in the shoulder, a tiny click more range would be nice, but so far I like these Spartans, but I don't like how far back this one wants to be. Like, it should be in a default pose like that. But I like the EVA. This is like a nice style of where it looks like Reach, but it's also probably gonna be like, this is gonna be like some sort of new Halo Infinite design. And and then we'll do all the size comparisons with all the things at the end. But the Spartan itself does have some pretty good sculpt. It looks like it's got a little arm like thing. I don't remember if those were EVA or something shoulders from Reach. Does look very Reach inspired. This might be a full Reach Spartan actually, unless they just have this style of armor in Infinite. But looks pretty good. Okay colors. It's a little weird having like all this white and then a different green here, and then a different green here, and then the big yellow visor. Like the white's nowhere on the chest. It's just only on the legs, and the legs have a different color green. So yeah, a little weird, but oh well. Alright, we'll put the Spartan off to the side, and let's get a look at the Mantis itself really quick. So here it is. We're gonna have to do a little bit of hover camera for this review, so hopefully you guys don't mind. But it's got a nice decal of the UNSC logo up on the top. That is the hatch to open it. There's a little translucent like lights on it. They don't light up though, so there's no light up features in here. UNSC logo right there. Nice little red arrows all over the place, little red markings. Chain gun belt's pretty nice as well on there for the chain gun arm. Little what looks like thrusters on the back, and then the missile pod arm. Oh, and we're losing the Mantis. Alright, so let's look at some of the Mantis's articulation really quick. So the Mantis, for the arms, they do have a little like joint back there that hinges forward and back, and then there's a joint right there as well that goes that far back and that far forward. I believe how this is supposed to be is you're supposed to have that facing this way, and then I thought there was some sort of like rotation here. There's not. And then you have a little bit of this thing can go in like that, and then the rotation is actually on the actual minigun arm itself, so you could get it looking down, up. You could kind of go out a bit with it. So if you go, you can't like rotate the whole arm up. You could just rotate the pod itself. So same thing over on this side with the missile pod. These could rotate, and the arm has the exact same articulation as the other side. The upper body itself is on just a like flat port in, so you could completely rotate it a full 360 on there. Sorry about the video being so zoomed. I don't really have full control. I'm just using a basic camera on the phone. So the legs are on a, like, they do just have basic rotation like this, so you could get them out all the way over here, and you could send that back. That's supposed to be back there. I think it's a little bit more. Then they do have another rotation here, so then you got this upper knee, which could go that far up, and then all the way back down. And then you got the lower leg. Let me bring that down for you guys. Then you got the lower leg, which goes that far in as well as back to where it was. And then the ankles do have just a bit of movement there. There's no ankle pivot, but they do turn, so can do a little bit with them. There's no pivoting though. They just have a little bit of a turn. So yeah, that's basically your articulation with the Mantis. Kind of limited, but it's, I mean, as much as you're probably gonna expect out of the Mantis. Oh, and then you do get the, let me open this up really quick and I'll show you guys. There is a hatch which just opens on the top of the Mantis itself. Let me get a look down in there. There you go. Little seat for the Spartan to sit in. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's what you got in there. If you do want to put the Spartan in there, he just kind of casually lays in there. You could probably get him in a sitting pose, but it's more of like a, there you go. That's what you got for him. So yeah. Oh, and we're dropping stuff. So, onto the size comparisons. We got the EVA Spartan first. We're going to take a look at that. Here he is next to the Elites. I can't remember what name. I just did a video on it. This video will probably come out before the Elite, and then Master Chief as well, from Series 1 for Master Chief. So that's your size comparisons there with them, as well as your size comparisons with an old Star Wars Phase 2 clone, and then a Joy Toy, I believe, mech pilot. I think that's Joy Toy. So yeah, there you go with those. That's your size comparison with those, and then, well, as always, I'll show the other Ghost from previous video. So there's your size comparison with the Spartan and the Ghost. Nothing too crazy, works really well. And then let me pull our ever famous Spartan collection line figure into here, and we'll put him in the size comparison as well. So there's your Master Chief from the Spartan collection from the 6.5 inch line, and then a Mega Construx Master Chief, just to get you a little bit of a scale on these guys. Last thing that I gotta do is for your Mantis, gotta do a quick height check on him. So let's get that in there. And the Mantis to the top of the body is just about 12.25 inch tall. So there you go on that. The Mantis, let me put up all the figures in front of them so you can see how they stand, where they're at. Now I do have a little desk mat here, so some of the heights aren't truly what it would be because like they're up a little bit taller, but yeah. Oh, and we're crooked. So there's your scale with all the World of Halo stuff that I currently have. The Mantis is huge, definitely towers over the Ghost. The Ghost is about as long, well, it's definitely longer than the legs, but yeah. So, and then let's do one last comparison with the Mantis. Actually, here he is next to the, here's the Mantis next to the Spartan Collection Master Chief as well. So yeah, I wish I could zoom this out more, but it's just, that's as far as zoomed it's gonna go, so I can't get a good scale of the thing, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully you did find this review helpful. Actually, let's do one last comparison. Here is the Mantis next to the previously reviewed Marvel Legends Surtur, just to show how big it is. I mean, Surtur looks even, he's taller than it, but Mantis looks huge in comparison. So yeah, hopefully you all did find this review helpful. I really like this Mantis. I went out on a small little figure hunt on that Friday with a friend, Nate from Out of the Basement. If you haven't checked them out yet, I do highly recommend it. And we went around a couple targets in our area, and we found this. I found this thing, and I knew I had to get it because it was new. It was it was newly revealed, and I was really looking forward to it. The Mantis is one of my favorite vehicles in the Halo, so I really like it. I like the paint job on it. I wish it was in green and not in a desert color, but maybe that's going to be a thing in Infinite, and it's going to be a desert style in there. But as always, hopefully you did find the video helpful. Hopefully it's informed your decision on whether you should get it or not. I personally think if you are into the World of Halo line, you definitely, and you like the vehicles, definitely should pick up the Mantis. It's going to be unique, and it's going to be a standout in a collection of these things if you're into them. If you're a little bit hesitant on it, I think since it is brand new and the $40 price tag is kind of high, you could probably wait, and I could see it going on sale at some point, but I do highly recommend it anyways. I think it's a great vehicle. I think the figure with it is very nice. I don't know if that's the first time we've gotten an EVA from the World of Halo line. I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold that one to me. But as always, if this is your first time here, I would appreciate a like and subscribe down below. If you did enjoy the video, that is, you could go ahead and leave the like and let me know what your thought is on this Mantis. Is this something that you guys are thinking of picking up? Is it something you want to pick up? Did you even know it was coming out? I had no idea it was coming out until it got revealed like a week ago, and then I knew I just had to get it, and that's what kind of drew me to the World of Halo line, was the Mantis. So hopefully we see like maybe a Banshee at some point, Scorpion tank, something. I really want to try and pick up one of the Mongoose or Gungoose at some point, and the Warthog to see how those are. Other than that, though, if you do want to go check out the main channel, I do all my gameplay over there. It's right now focused on Arc. I will be playing and doing Halo Infinite gameplay when that comes out. I don't know if it's going to be just campaign or if I'll do multiplayer or if I'll stream it. Haven't decided yet. Other than that, you can follow me on Twitter, where I do all my posts about everything new that I pick up and everything like that. I post all that stuff over there, and whenever the videos come out, I keep you up to date with all the stuff I'm playing and doing and everything like that. So that is going to be it for me. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. I do apologize with the current setup that I have. It's really hard to get something like this completely in frame because it's so large. I would need my camera all the way out here, which I only have a little desk tripod. So I'm going to try and work on getting a bigger tripod at some point for these bigger figures and things to review. So that is going to be all for me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.